Hey there, trainers. In this video, I'm going to show you my third matchup in the Arena Legendary. I'll be playing against a really good player who's been going positive the whole time as well, so it's going to be a good matchup. This will be my third matchup in the Arena Legendaria. My opponent is Chris Roch, and building a team was tough against him because he's like me. He keep changing his whole lineup every week, so that made it very tough. The only consistency that I could notice was like he likes to use Annihilate and like a Fairy type Pokemon, but that doesn't really say enough. So I just tried something, and it went so well because I got Mega Garchomp and he got Mega Tyranitar. The only Pokemon on his team to beat Mega Garchomp consistently is that Primarina with Charm, but I have Nihilego for that, which doesn't look too bad against Primarina, Zacian, and Virizion. So let's take a look at the movesets that I have here. So, quick look at the movesets that I have, and you see 5 Pokemon here, not 6. That is because I didn't even build my Golden Go. I have like a 15, 15, 14 Lucky ready to build, but I saw no use for it in this match. So I only have 5 Pokemon to use here. Garchomp, and of course, the star of the show, only losing to Primarina, really. I have Mudshot, Earth Power, and Outrage. Outrage does like 80% or even more to Landorus Incarnate, so you just win that matchup straight up into 2 shields. Zacian, you win into 2 shields. Tyranitar, it speaks for itself. You lose the fairies with harder with Dragon Tail, though. So I kind of needed Mudshot for that. There was no downside to having Mudshot here. Florges had a standard moveset. I kind of was thinking of close combat on Zacian for the Tyranitar, but it's like a scenario, like it still wouldn't knock out, and then quick attack or Snow as fast attack just won't do enough, so I just kept it to wild charge and play rough. Zacian seemed inferior to Florges either way, so I was going to use that. Nihilego, my prime fairy answer, and very good against Virizion, so I really like this Pokemon to bring it, and like with Garchomp and Nihilego core, I was just looking very good there. And then I have Gyarados Waterfall. This seems a little bit of an iffy Pokemon to bring, but if he plays a lot of Landorus, maybe Annihilate, it could be a good core breaker, but if it's on Tyranitar, it's just dead weight really, because it's just underwhelming. It's like 3800 CP versus 6000 CP. I don't have to tell you how that's gonna go. So yeah, Mega Garchomp is start the show. I have the best buddy on Nihilego because it gives me a break point into Primarina and a bulk point against Charm. It wins that matchup so hard anyway, but it might just make that 1 HP difference into like, or in like a farm down or something. So that's why I use the best buddy on that. So the annoying thing about this matchup is that I feel like I'm very predictable. But so is he, kinda. His Tyranitar is very good. Obviously, wins the 2 shoots against everything on my team besides the Garchomp. His Landorus is very safe. I don't really have an answer besides the Gyarados, because Gyarados is unplayable against Tyranitar plus a Fairy. Like, I'd be crazy to bring that. So we're just gonna see. I bring Garchomp and Florges every single time. I lead Florges. I basically always will go for a shield advantage on my Garchomp or try to win switch if I expect another Fairy in the back. This is an iffy matchup. I have to go down shields first, but my opponent makes a grave mistake because he throws at the moment where I'm about to cap out on energy. I'm at 99 energy now, and he throws exactly on that. I had to kind of throw my charge stack here. And now this Moonblast will take out the Zacian, or get very close to if he lets this through. He shields that. There's a shield advantage that I want. He keeps an attack, then goes into Landorus. This is tricky. I obviously cannot bring my Nihilego in here, but I also don't want to bring in my Garchomp. If I bring in my Garchomp into this matchup, I lose the battle. The reason why is because there's probably Tyranitar in the back, which can force through anything at this point. So I feel like I have to win this matchup, then align my Garchomp into the Tyranitar and my Nihilego on that Zacian. So let's see. Luckily, let the first Moonblast through. I already had such a big energy advantage that I might just be okay here. Shields are down now. I can just go for another Disarming Voice, maximizing my energy. If they come with Zacian, I might even be able to get to another Disarming Voice here. Actually, that's very likely, though. They come with the Mega Tyranitar. There it is. This is exactly what I wanted. Gonna go into Garchomp. He goes into Zacian. And now I have my Nihilego here, which is so good in this battle. You've probably seen Metagross against a Zacian before, which gets almost knocked out by 2 close combat or 2 wild charts. None of that with Nihilego, man. None of that. Not even, well, kind of close, but I'm just chilling. Now I'm going to go for the Rock Slide. I mean, at this point, the battle is very much over. Rock Slide will only put the Tyranitar lower into Earth Power range, so I'm very good. Mudshot charge up pretty quick. He's going to go for a Brutal Swing. This is just for science. We don't exactly use these Pokemon a lot, so I have no idea how much this kind of damage does. And there we have it. And then I'm going to go for the Earth Power, and the massive Garchomp will knock out the massive Tyranitar. Good first game. Game number 2, I was thinking, wow, how am I going to change this up? I didn't. I played Florges lead again into Mega Tyranitar. So my plan here is to try and get a shield advantage again. If shields are down, and it is Primarina in the back, then Mega Garchomp just one-shots it with Inner Power. So that's basically what I want here. They let the first Moonblast through, which is great, because now I can go for a Disarm Voice to knock it out. I want to force shields here, though, and if my opponent knows that I have a Nihilego in the back, they're gonna need Switch as well, because Zacian or Primarina are all full against Nihilego. Disarming Voice, force the first shield. They don't throw the Brutal Swing there. I'm not sure if they actually were there. I think the next one is also 5, so maybe they didn't even get there. Disarming Voice pulls the second shield. And this is what I want, right? I'm just gonna play Shield Advantage Garchomp. I'm probably expecting... at this point, I was expecting the Landorus and probably either Zacian or Primarina in the back. I wasn't really expecting Verizon or Annihilate to be there. Both are pretty low CP Pokemon that just lose on stat distribution against most of my Pokemon. Now going into the Garchomp for a quick farm, but my opponent's very quick with the switch. Now, you think Zacian is an answer? It's not. It's so not an answer. In the 2 shields, Garchomp wins this so hard. Look at how much that Earth Power does. It's actually not enough. Or actually less than I thought it would. Doesn't matter, I'm going to shield this. This probably does the most damage out of everything my opponent can throw at this point, so I'll just shield that up. Make sure that I don't get hit by another, because if it is Landorus in the back, I might be able to get to an Earth Power. Now, if you ever doubt the strength of Mega Garchomp into the Landorus, Landorus is so not an answer into Garchomp, because Garchomp wins the 2 shields also against Landorus. Mega Garchomp, that is. Gonna go for the Outrage. The timer's not up yet, so my opponent cannot catch. Here it comes. Almost knocks it out. He expects me to throw the Rock Slide into Landorus, but I was 1 off, and I kind of expect him to do it as well. So he's gonna Mud Shield down, honestly. But then I go Nihilego, throw Rock Slide, and that's a good second game. We're 2-0 right now. I really want to get 3 3-0s in a row. That'd be insane. Let's see. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I expect him to hard counter my previous line, but no. He leads Annihilate, which is terrible. Nihilego has no play there. I'm gonna go into Florges, which is safe. He comes in with the Mega Tyranitar. Not what you want to see, but I mean, it's not the worst. I can force some shields here. He shields the first Moonblast, which is not great for me. Maybe I should have seen that coming, honestly. Maybe I just straight Disarm Voice was the player, but he lets me get to another Moonblast here, so that's okay. If I can force 2 shields here, that'd be great for my Garchomp in the back, but he lets the next one go, because Mega Tyranitar are so bulky. He has 2 Brutal Swing here, so if I want to force switch or 2 shields, I need to double shield here. And if his Landorus in the back, then that's the worst play I could make, because then Nihilego has nowhere to go in the first place. In fact, he might just keep shield advantage for his Annihilate then. So I'm gonna let that go. Just tank this on the Nihilego, then go for the Rock Slide to knock this out. It almost is at another Brutal Swing. It would have just gone to Brutal Swing anyway there, but okay. Goes for the Annihilate now, and since he's staying in, I'm a little bit scared. I'm hoping it's a Fairy type in the back, because my Nihilego still would have good play into that. He has Ice Punch, obviously makes sense. Gonna go for the Outrage, waiting a turn, making sure he doesn't catch it on like a Zacian. And he shields that correctly, that makes sense. He needs to land 2 Ice Punches. I'm gonna go for the Earth Power here. And this is a huge mistake, because I thought this Earth Power would knock out this Annihilate. No, it doesn't. In fact, I need 2 more Mud Shield to knock it out, which is terrible. Because he has another one. I'm gonna let this go, so he would have gone there either way. Letting that go as well is also a grave mistake, because Landorus in the back. Maybe I could have gone the Outrage off. I'm not sure if I still would win then, because I fainted there as well. So, unfortunately, at 2-1. So I'm 8-1 in total battles in the Arena Legendaria. Unfortunately, this was an elimination round, and my team lost before I even could start playing. That happens. The opponents were very good, and yeah, I had a great time here. I believe the next cycle will start in September again or so, but we have Battle Frontier again in 2 weeks, so then we will start making content again on Show 6 in probably Master League. I'm not exactly sure yet on which position I'll play, but we'll see. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you next one. Bye.